God bless you, brothers and sisters. I just wanted to go ahead and show you real quick the rap.
There is certainly a rapture. It's the man-child getting caught up to the throne, and then the woman goes into the wilderness in Revelation 12, but it ain't you wicked Christians. You guys are in a cuckoo delusion because you won't read the book. You won't read line upon line, here a little, there a little, precept upon precept. You don't prove all things and hold fast to that which is good. This is Malachi chapter 3, starting at verse 16. And I'll read right into chapter 4, because this is when the 144,000, which you people have no clue about, which is prophesied even more than the Messiah, which you can't even see the prophecy about the Messiah coming and teaching the 10 Commandments. Then they that feared Jehovah, that's the Father's name. The end days prophecy is the watchmen will rise up and they will sanctify Jehovah's name and publish Yeshua, the true Messiah of the Bible. That teaches the 10 Commandments, not the lawless Christmas Jesus that Mystery Babylon has put into their temple, claiming that he is God. Then they that feared Jehovah spoke often one to another, and Jehovah hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared Jehovah, which means to keep the 10 Commandments, and thought upon his name, because his name every day is being blasphemed. Romans 10 is quoting Isaiah 52 about a group of people that learn the song of Moses and do exactly what I just told you. And they shall be mine, when says Jehovah of hosts, in the day when I make up my jewels, which is the priestly breastplate, the royal priesthood, a chosen generation. Peter told you about this. Paul told you about it. They're zealous unto good works, because the grace of God turns iniquity from them. Titus chapter 2, 11 to 15. That's why you also don't understand or listen to the thousands of prophecy against the apostate Christians in the last days, the children of God's wrath, the children of disobedience. And it even tells you in the Bible that they're going to think that they're going to get pre-trib raptured. Amos chapter 5, verse 18. And keep reading to the end. And I will spare them, the ones that think about his name and fear him and talk often one to another, because they're an army. And I will spare them as a man spares his own son that serves him. You guys don't serve him. You don't do the will of the Father. Depart from me. I never knew you, you workers of iniquity. That's not my name. Then shall you return. Who's going to return? The 144,000 with the Messiah on the Mount of Olives. Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serves God and him that serves him not. For behold, the day comes that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, the drunkards of Ephraim, Isaiah 28 to 30, they're drunk, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. In fact, they get trodden underfoot, just like Matthew 5 says, as it's quoting Isaiah 28. See, the apostles and the Messiah knew all what the prophets said. That's why Yeshua told you to go enter into the work of the prophets, reap what they sow, and together you will rejoice. But you people turn your ears from hearing. Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serves God and him that serves him not. For behold, the day comes that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. On the day that comes shall burn them up, says Jehovah of hosts, and it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Remember he told you about the branches getting cast in the fire? But unto you that fear my name, different group of people than you, shall the Son of Righteousness rise with healing in his wings, and you shall go forth and grow up as the calves of the stall, and you shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, says Jehovah of hosts, remember ye the law of Moses my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all of Israel, with the statutes and the judgments. Remember, the restoration of the kingdom is the 12 tribes, the 144,000. You don't even know the difference between Horeb and Sinai. Horeb is the life-giving water. It's the rock, Yeshua. The 10 Commandments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming and great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. That's the tribulation. Turning the hearts of the children to the fathers to children. It's the first commandment with promise out of the 10 commandments, which means to teach your children the 10 commandments. Deuteronomy 6. It's also the same commandment to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Love your neighbor as yourself is Leviticus 19. James chapter 2, do they not blaspheme that worthy name in which you are called? If you fulfill the royal law, according to Scripture, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. You do well, but if you're a respecter of persons, you commit sin and you're convinced of the law as a transgressor. The royal law is Leviticus 19, 15 to 18. It means you rebuke sin so people don't go to hell. They don't suffer the consequences because you were man enough to tell the truth. In a world full of wicked Ahabs and Jezebels,